And then I met actually a friend on college campus who brought me to our Chabad, and that was how I kind of like got back into everything.
Hmm.
So that's been super nice, especially last semester with all the like virtual events they've been having. It's been really great.
Hmm. It's almost an exact parallel. That's what Esther said.
Yeah.
She had a friend who brought her to. Oh, that's incredible. Oh my goodness, it's so incredible seeing everyone back. I feel like we haven't even left yet. We're still, last night was y'all were brave souls staying up so late and back so early. By the way, thanks Hindalea for starting us for making the early morning 11:15. Has that been helpful for anyone? Yeah, huh? Okay. Well, Shifra, so excited you're here. Today your topic is one that I think people may be interested. I think it has something to do with joy,
Joy
happiness.
breaks all boundaries.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Okay, good morning, everyone. It's awesome to see you for our last 15-minute dose together of some real cool, tight inspiration. Etty, can you allow me to share my screen? So today's topic is super important, probably extra super important these days. And I'm going to ask you all to stop for a second, whatever you're doing. And if you can write down anywhere on your phone, on your paper, on your, I don't know, wherever you're allowed to write, and write down, if I could add 5% more happiness to my life, I would dot dot dot. Sorry, in order to add 5% more happiness to my life, I would. So, what would you do to add 5% more happiness to your life? Give everyone a minute to think. What would you do to add 5% more happiness to your life? Now, if you are brave enough, would you type what you wrote into the chat box? For everyone else, or you could send it to me and I'll read it to everybody. What would you do to add 5% more happiness to your life? Let's see. I would foster another cat to snuggle with. Ooh, listen to your favorite music. Great. What else? What else can people do to add just a little more happiness to your life? Move to Israel or somewhere sunny, garden more, travel more. Good luck with that one nowadays. I would believe in myself and trust Hashem when things don't go the way I want them to. Stop comparing myself to others. Less social media. Make a plan for the next 6 months. Make sure, but BTs, that's a term for people who are on the path to discovering their Judaism. No, they aren't alone in their journey. Miriam, you are not alone in your journey. Look at all these amazing women here today. Minimal screen time. Worry less. Oh yes, worry less. Worrying is not a Jewish tradition, even though so many Jewish mothers will tell you it is. Guilt is not something all Jewish mothers have to instill in you, contrary to common belief. So amazing. Surround myself with happy, positive people. Overthink less. You guys have brilliant ideas and incredible thoughts here. And I want to give you one powerful tool right now. Something that's super important for all of us to know. Okay? And that is this. Happiness, great image, eh? Happiness is not a goal. Happiness is a strategy. Happiness is not somewhere we're trying to go. Happiness is the strategy to get there. And if you know that, my friends, your life is a different life. You see, we living here in the Western world or wherever we're living, we've been brainwashed to believe that happiness is a right and a goal. Everybody has the right to happiness, the pursuit of happiness. And all parents raising small children constantly ask the question, what can I do to make sure that my child will be happy? Everybody's constantly looking, searching, where am I going to find happiness? Maybe it will be in my next job. Maybe it will be in my next boyfriend. Maybe it will be in a child that I have. Maybe I'll find happiness under, the next amazing grade that I get in college. Maybe I'll find happiness in the next friend that I make. We're constantly searching. What am I going to find that happiness that I have the right to? We're not going to find it if we're looking like that. Because in Judaism, happiness is not seen as a right and a goal. Happiness is seen as a tool. Happiness is seen as the tool to get to all the goals we need to reach in life. Remember yesterday? The entire reason why you exist is because there is a mission in this world that only you can accomplish. Only you. You've got to get it done. And you don't have that much time. Only 120 years or, God willing, however many years you get in this world. You've got to get done what only you can do. How are you going to do it? The best tool to get done what you need to get done is a tool called happiness. So it's not something that you search for. It's not something that you have a right to. It's not something that you'll finally get your hands on at some point. It's something that you cultivate on your own, that you create in your own life, and then it becomes a tool for you to do incredible things. Take this great analogy from Rabbi Shneur Zalman of Liadi, who wrote the Tanya, who you guys are learning some Tanya. He writes, imagine two wrestlers. They're both in a tight lock, and it's an equal battle between one and the next. Back and forth, and neither can pin the other one down. And suddenly one of the wrestlers starts to think, I'm really not that great. I don't really have it in me to win this fight. The moment anyone in that wrestling match has a thought of, I don't really know if I can do this. A single negative thought, boom, they're down. They lost. The other guys pinned them down. The moment a thought pops into our head, I don't know if I can do this. I'm not strong enough for this. Who am I to be able to accomplish what I'm supposed to accomplish in this world? Who am I? I'm a little nothing. The moment we have that thought, boom, we're down, we're done. We can't get done what we need to do. And so as Jewish people, we actually have a mitzvah. There is a line that Torah tells us, Ivdu et Hashem b'simcha. Serve God with joy. And we've got so many songs for those words. Ivdu et Hashem b'simcha, Ivdu et Hashem b'simcha. So many beautiful songs to express this incredible value in Judaism of being happy. Not only that, we're actually told before the holiday of Sukkot, V'samachta b'chagecha. You must be happy on your holiday. There's a great song that you probably hear sung at your Chabad. V'samachta b'chagecha v'hayis. And my father always translates it every year, and it's literally hilarious because it literally translates it, you must be happy, very, very happy, very, very. So yeah, we're basically saying you got to be happy. And my father would raise us and he would say, you got to be happy or else. That's it. It was a joke, by the way. But you just got to be happy. There's no, if you have this, then you will be happy. If I get my coffee this morning, then I will be happy. Okay, I know it's really hard to be happy without your morning coffee or whatever. But there's none of that in Judaism. It's, you got to be happy. That's it. There's no choice. The Torah tells us, in order to be a good Jew, in order to get done what we need to get done in life, you must be happy. That's the only way to do things. Now, that doesn't mean you need to go bonkers and jump off the ceiling every day singing and dancing. There's a deep-seated contentment with life that just makes you pleasant, just an underlying current of happiness. So happiness can just, seep through all the little cracks and corners of our life, and it's just, always there. So that when things are getting us down and we're really struggling, we just, tune into that little happiness that we have that we can tap into. And it works. Incredible wonders. It's an incredible thing, this tool of happiness. And this is actually one of the tips that Tanya teaches us, that happiness is a tool that you can use. So all those things that you wrote there, it's amazing that you know for yourself what you need to do in order to bring happiness into your life. And you should make sure that you can, carve out time for those things just so that you can be happy. But the point is not that at the end, then you're happy and then you stop. No. You're happy so that you can get done the things that you need to get done. I know what things I need in order to be happy. For many years, I always assumed that I would wait for somebody else and they would bring me that happiness. I would wait for someone to say thank you. I would wait for someone to, surprise me on my birthday with whatever. Now I realize if I want to be happy, I have to make it happen myself. Nobody in the world can make you happy. Only you can make you happy. That's it. It's your job. Sure, you can choose what kind of conversations you want to have with which people. Someone's a very negative person, you just don't get into that conversation with them, okay? Doesn't mean you have to ignore them and be a rude person and not help people who need help, who need your help. It just means I'd rather not have this conversation right now. That's all. Very simple. You got to be strong. You got to know. When I'm pregnant, I know one thing. I do not have conversations with women who only want to tell me horror stories about labor and delivery. Done. I'm not interested in having that conversation. I'll have the conversation later. Not interested right now, okay? And if you're going through a tough time in life, you don't want to have a conversation with somebody who's going to tell you how miserable college really is. You just don't. And if you really want to be dating and finding the right person, then don't have conversations with people who are going to tell you all their horror stories about dating. That's not what you want to hear right now. So sure, you pick and choose who you want to talk to and what you want to surround yourself with in your life. But at the same time, no one is going to make you happy. You have to know how to bring happiness into your life. Not because you deserve to be happy, not because you have a right to happiness, not because you are so important that you should be happy, but because God is asking you to be happy. So you must be happy, very, very happy. That's it. That's all. And the natural state of being for humans is actually happiness. Proof? Look at toddlers. Toddlers will do anything to laugh. I have a little niece who, whenever she sees her mother just sitting, not smiling, she walks over to her mommy and says, "Mommy is happy. Yeah, mommy is happy." Toddlers just like it when people are happy. They want to see us happy. They love to laugh. Last night, someone did something funny at the dinner table. My toddler had no clue what was funny, but she's rolling hysterically louder than anybody else. so funny, so funny. She had literally no clue why everyone else was laughing. And then we all started laughing even more because she was laughing and she had no idea why she was laughing. She just wanted to laugh for the sake of laughing. Imagine if we could all be like toddlers and just laugh. By the way, get a toddler in your life. They're the best thing for happiness. In my opinion, better than a dog. The only thing with toddlers is that they grow up and then they don't stay toddlers. Then you have to get a new one. So that's why we just have to have a lot of kids. That's the only way to do it. And then once you're done having kids, you just have to have grandkids because you just need a toddler around. Devar, they're not available on Amazon, but you could come over anytime and play with Shayna. So happiness is a natural state of our being. And now I'm going to show you two other beautiful ideas. Joy breaks down all barriers. This is a line in Torah. It's a very famous saying. When you are happy, you can accomplish things you would have never imagined accomplishing otherwise. Because simcha poretz geder, because joy breaks down boundaries. So if you have something that's super difficult for you to accomplish and you don't know if you're going to be able to do it, turn on the happiness volume in your life. You'll be able to do things you never thought were possible. Only human beings can outdo themselves in what's humanly possible. And that's because we can turn on the happiness in our life and reach beyond what our minds tell us we're capable of doing. I will never forget when we moved here about 10 something years ago, and there was one Friday night dinner that I was not in the mood of cooking, okay? So at our Chabads on campuses, we cook for a lot of people. I wasn't feeling well, everything. I called my good friend, Miriam Lipsker, who you guys know, and I said, Miriam, I am not in the mood today. She said, put on your dancing shoes, crank up the music, and just do it. Because you know you're going to do it anyways. So you may as well do it happy than annoyed that you have to get it done. So in life, when you're happy, you get things done so much better. And here's one more thing that I thought was so important. Real happiness is making other people happy. So you know what? If you're down and you're not in the mood of being happy, go to an old age home. Cheer other people up. Call somebody up who you know needs a happiness call. That was like in the background, calling somebody up, doorbell. So if you just can't bring yourself to be happy, do something to make somebody else happy. It literally works wonders. It's just an incredible tool. Would fake it till you make it apply for happiness? Totally. You know, music can make a person happy. Unfortunately, according to most statistics, it doesn't. And the reason for that is because unhappy people choose to listen to unhappy music. Only happy people choose to listen to happy music. So if you are unhappy and you force yourself to listen to happy music, it can make you happy, but you have to force yourself. Okay, so it works the same thing. If you're not in a good mood, you have to push yourself, open your arms wide, smile, stand and look in front of the mirror and make yourself look happy. Call up someone who needs a happiness boost and give it to them. Go to a hospital and visit people who are lonely and depressed and bring them happiness. Go to an old age home, go visit older people, go visit lonely people. Go to your college campus where there are so many lonely and bored people and make other people happy. You will bring happiness to yourself. For sure, crank up the music. For sure, do whatever it is, because happiness is the natural state of a human being. And we can do it. We can do it. And when we're happy, we can accomplish things we would have never been able to accomplish before. So 2 super important things to know. Happiness is a tool. And only you can bring that tool into your life. And I guess
thank you so much, Shifra.
Happiness can break all boundaries. Have an awesome last day. So good to see you guys. And I'm not saying goodbye. We don't say goodbye. We just say see you again super soon. So l'chaim, l'chaim. Have an amazing day. Mwah.